This lecture will cover Integrated Project Delivery Method. You will be given Project 3 to work on using this delivery method. This project will allow you to experience the strengths, weaknesses, and limitations of this project delivery system. So, to reiterate, a project delivery system is a method, a process, and a comprehensive plan to producing a project. The selection of a project delivery system sets the terms for how players interact, which can have strong design, cost, schedule, and productivity implications, along with other impacts like risk mitigation and client satisfaction. The intent of this slide is to present just an overview showing the process, contractual configuration, and lines of communication. Integrated project delivery is a project delivery approach that integrates people, systems, business structures, and practices into a process that collaboratively harnesses the talents and insights of all participants to reduce waste and optimize efficiency through all phases of design, fabrication, and construction. IPD principles can be applied to a variety of contractual arrangements, and IPD teams will usually include members well beyond the basic triad of owner, architect, and contractor. At a minimum, though, an integrated project includes tight collaboration between the owner, the architect, and the general contractor, ultimately responsible for construction of a project, from early design through project handover. So you can see in the bottom left that this is not a linear system, it is integrated. And then on the bottom right, you can see that the owner, the architect, and the contractor are all part of one contract, and communication is holistic.
IPD is emerging as an effective project delivery choice for the industry for the following reasons. IPD leverages early contributions of knowledge and expertise through utilization of new technologies, allowing all team members to better realize their highest potential while expanding the value they provide throughout the project lifecycle. At the core of an integrated project are collaborative, integrated, and productive teams composed of key project participants. Building upon early contributions of individual expertise, these teams are guided by principles of trust, transparent processes, effective collaboration, open information sharing, team success tied to project success, shared risk and reward, value-based decision-making, and utilization of full technological capabilities and support. Also, IPD is built on collaboration, which in turn is built on trust. Effectively structured, trust-based collaboration encourages parties to focus on project outcomes rather than their individual goals. The outcome of IPD is the opportunity to design, build, and operate as efficiently as possible. The following 9 principles of IPD must be embraced by all project participants in order to achieve the benefits of IPD. Mutual respect and trust. In an integrated project, owner, designer, consultants, contractors, subcontractors, and suppliers understand the value of collaboration and are committed to working as a team in the best interests of the project. Mutual benefit and reward. Here, all participants or team members benefit from IPD. Because the integrated process requires early involvement by more parties, IPD compensation structures recognize and reward early involvement. Compensation is based on the value added by an organization, and it rewards what's best for project behavior, such as by providing incentives tied to achieving project goals. Integrated projects use innovative business models to support collaboration and efficiency. Collaborative innovation in decision making. Innovation is stimulated when ideas are freely exchanged among all participants. In an integrated project, ideas are judged on their merits and not on the author's role or status. Key decisions are evaluated by the project team and, to the greatest practical extent, made unanimously. Early involvement of key participants. Here, in an integrated project, the key participants are involved from the earliest practical moment. Decision making is improved by the influx of knowledge and expertise of all key participants. Their combined knowledge and expertise is most powerful during the project's early stages, where informed decisions have the greatest effect. Early goal definition. Project goals are developed early, agreed upon, and respected by all participants. Insight from each participant is valued, and a culture that promotes and drives innovation and outstanding performance. Holding project outcomes at the center within a framework of individual participant objectives and values. Influential planning. The IPD approach recognizes that increased effort in planning results in increased efficiency and savings during execution. Thus, the thrust of the integrated approach is not to reduce design effort, but rather to greatly improve the design results, streamlining and shortening the much more expensive construction effort. Open communication. IPD's focus on team performance is based on open, direct, and honest communication among all participants. Responsibilities are clearly defined in a no-blame culture, leading to identification and resolution of problems, not determination of liability. Disputes are recognized as they occur and promptly resolved. Appropriate technology. Integrated projects often rely on cutting-edge technologies. Technologies are specified at project initiation to maximize functionality, generality, and interoperability. Often in open and interoperable data exchanges based on disciplined and transparent data structures are essential to support IPD. Because open standards best enable communications among all participants, technology that is compliant with open standards is used whenever available. Organization and leadership. The project team is an organization in its own right, and all team members are committed to the project team's goals and values. Leadership is taken by the team members most capable with regard to specific work and services. Often, design professionals and contractors lead in areas of their traditional competence with support from the entire team. However, specific roles are necessarily determined on a project-by-project basis. Roles are clearly defined without creating artificial barriers that chill open communication and risk-taking.
A comparison of integrated project delivery with design, build project delivery. So this table shows how these compare in terms of team, the process, the risk, the compensation and reward, the communications and technology, and the agreements. So in terms of the team, with a traditional project delivery, teams are fragmented. They are assembled on a just as needed or a minimum necessary basis. They are very hierarchy and they're controlled. With an integrated project delivery, the team entity is composed of key project stakeholders assembled early in the process, and it is an open and collaborative team. In terms of the process, with the traditional project delivery, it is linear, it is distinct, it's segregated, information is hoarded, and there's silos of knowledge and expertise in each discipline. In the integrated project delivery method, everything is concurrent and multi-level. There's early contributions of knowledge and expertise. Information is openly shared, stakeholder trust, and respected. In terms of risk, with design, bid, build, it is individually managed and transferred to the greatest extent possible. With integrated project delivery, it is collectively managed and appropriately shared. With compensation and reward, with design, bid, build, it is individually pursued. There's minimum effort for maximum return, and is first cost based. With the integrated project delivery, team success is typically tied to project success and is value based. In terms of communications and technology, with design, bid, build, it is paper-based, two-dimensional, and analog. With integrated project delivery, it is digitally based, virtual, building information modeling is used, and there are many dimensions. In terms of agreements, with traditional project delivery, it encourages unilateral effort, allocates and transfers risk, and there's very little sharing. With integrated project delivery, agreements are encouraged, foster, promote, and support multilateral open sharing and collaboration, and there is a lot of risk sharing. Levels of collaboration in IPD, so delivery method versus the philosophy. So you may actually hear people say IPD light or IPD-ish. This is IPD as a philosophy. And IPD as a philosophy occurs when integrated practices or philosophies are applied to more traditional delivery approaches. Typically, the owner is not party to a multi-party contract. There's a traditional transactional contracts are used. There's some limited risk sharing, and some of the IPD principles can be applied to these projects. When we talk about IPD as a delivery method or true IPD, what we mean is that the owner elects to sign a multi-party contract with the prime designer, contract, and or other key members of the project team, and is characterized by a contract that incentivizes collaborative behavior, team risk sharing, and other IPD principles and practices.